is a funny thing. Whenever I give it, it comes back to me. And it's wonderful to be giving with my whole heart as my heart receives your love.
Well, actually, I found a very small ad in a Sunday paper once.
I remember thinking one day when I have enough time, that's something I would really love to do.
My stepmother was actually a CASA when I was younger, and so that, and my mother is an elementary school counselor. And so I've known for a long time about the importance of children having positive role models in their lives. And so once I graduated from Belmont and decided to stay in Nashville, I thought that CASA was the perfect way to get involved in the community and make a lasting difference.
And then when my son started school a couple of years ago, started college, I decided to come and do the training and act on that passion that had started 18 years before.
You know, once I learned more about it, it sounded, really great, something I could do and I could get more involved in, so I jumped right on.
My name is Juliana Huddle, and I'm the Volunteer and Training Manager with CASA Nashville. Basically, training, we meet twice a week, and it's a 36-hour training. And a lot of people think that's a lot of time for training, but we try to give you a good foundation when you first come in. We don't expect you to be an expert when you come in. We most certainly don't expect you to be an expert when you leave. But the whole basis of training is just to give you that good, solid foundation of what it's like to work with some of the families and children that we work with.
So far, what's been your most memorable experience?
It's a mother who, she's in her 20s, and last August, not this past August, but the year before, she gave birth to her third child, and her children were taken into custody. And she just felt very ashamed, and she felt very hopeless. And it took a while, and then I would say around the holidays, right after Christmas really, we've been really trying to get her a visit with her kids. She was in an inpatient facility working a program. It was very difficult to get her a visit with her kids, but I pursued. And it was just lovely to see her changed. It was lovely. Her appearance had changed, her demeanor had changed, her outlook had changed. She was feeling hopeful, she was feeling optimistic, she missed her children, she loved bonding with the baby, and I was thrilled to be a part of that, to see her go from feeling ashamed and hopeless to feeling proud of the work that she'd done, and hopeful and very optimistic about them reuniting as a family, which they did. And that's something I'll never forget being a part of.
And I'd come across a young man that had a CASA volunteer, and that's actually how I learned about the agency. And I was able to maintain contact with this young man and continue to mentor him throughout that process. And by far, hands down, the most memorable moment since being at CASA and probably in my career was on November 19th of this past year when he got adopted. And this young man was deemed unadoptable at one point in time, and his case manager had said that he would either be dead or in jail by the time he was 18. And so this young man is leaps and bounds going above and beyond, and by far the most memorable day.
I was given the case of a 15-year-old boy named Josh, and I was totally out of my comfort zone with that, and I just was really kind of doubting that I was the right person for him. And it was tough at first. He was really guarded, closed off, and angry, and he had every right to be with what he had been through. And luckily, he had a phenomenal foster home, and his foster parents kept me really involved with everything, which was great. And they wanted me to come over and sit him down with them and just kind of present some house rules to him. And so I came over there, we sat down, and he just got so angry, and he stormed off, and he packed his bag and actually walked out the door. His foster mom was like, well, someone needs to go out there and keep an eye on him, and I was like, okay. And so I went outside, and I'm following him down the street and keeping my distance, but he is yelling at me the whole time. He's turning around, he's screaming at me. He's like, I don't need anyone. So this went on, and I'm following him down the street, and finally he just stopped, turned around, looked at me, and screamed. He's like, go away and leave me alone. And I was like, at that point, I'd been yelling back the whole time too. And so I yelled back, I was like, listen, It's like, if you want to be left alone right now, I will leave you alone. But you're not getting rid of me. And I said, I don't know what you're used to, but I'm not going anywhere and I'm not giving up on you. Eventually he came back and sat down with us and opened up a little bit. This is all over the course of like probably an hour and a half, so it didn't happen quickly. But he eventually came back and opened up, and then when he was talking, he said, you may know this, but a lot of things I do are a test to see who won't give up on me, and then I know who I can trust. And that was kind of such a turning point for my relationship with him, for his foster parents' relationship with him, and the three of us have stayed really close to him to this day. And so we go to all his football games. We threw him the first birthday party he's ever had for his 16th birthday. And we consider each other family. That's just a mutual thing. I'm his family and he's mine. And I see everything good in him. And it's been amazing to see how much he's grown just from having a few people who believe in him. And I can honestly say that him coming into my life is one of the best things that ever happened to me as well.
In a daydream, I couldn't live like this. I would have stopped until I found something beautiful. But when I wake up, and all I want I have, you know it's still not what I need. Something beautiful.
I'm not looking for the next president of the United States to come out of this lot of kids, but these are guys who can go on, guys and gals, I want to say, can go on and have a nice, fruitful life.
Yeah.
You know, and get out of the situation they're in. So being a part of that, being a part of CASA is really a great thing.